crazy bastards. You're back here with Rob Kimball on the Sons of Wrestling for a WWE SmackDown review. We start off the show with The Big Show and Mark Henry teaming up to go against Ryback. Now, there's clearly a huge advantage here, and that is Big Show and Mark Henry teaming up again. And, Curtis Axel seems to think that he may have the upper edge here because he's faster than Mark Henry. And he starts to make jokes about it. Well, this leads into a pissed off Mark Henry, and then Ryback gets in there and says, "You want to hit somebody, hit me," playing the tough guy, the big guy, whatever the fuck he wants to go by. And, Mark Henry's just way too much for him also. And, really, in the end here, you got a couple back and forths there. Big Show does come in, but in the end, Curtis Axel gets the world's strongest slam, and you get the chokes, or Ryback got the world's strongest slam, and Curtis Axel catches this choke slam from fucking Big Show, where he picks him up and he shifts him, a 250-pound man. He held him in midair, no problem. Slammed him on the other side of the ring as he turned around, readjusted, took a nap, drank a coffee, and then slammed him down. Big Show, tough as fucking shit. Wow. Then we move on to Dean Ambrose coming down, promo, and, he's got some funny jokes going on here. It was great, and he's like, stipulation match, because, he gets to pick his stipulation against Seth Rollins. So, he's going through a list of all sorts of obnoxious shit. One of them was, loser washes Triple H's car. Well, Seth Rollins probably already does that, so that one's off the table. Great shit. Dean Ambrose, awesome. Seth Rollins comes out. Clearly, he does not like all this shit. Tells him to get to the point. What's he pick? Well, Dean Ambrose goes in and he makes the lumberjack match. And he makes the lumberjack match seem like it fucking means something. Like, it really, he said he's old school, he's going with that, but he built it up like it was this phenomenal thing. Nowadays, you get a lumberjack match, you take it for granted, and it's just people out there, blah, who gives a shit really? It's just thrown out there. It's like a Teddy Long, tonight will be a lumberjack match, or a tag team match, or something stupid like that. But Dean Ambrose just made this seem like it was something awesome, and great fucking job by Dean Ambrose. Just awesome. So I now really looking forward to a lumberjack match. Usually it's just whatever, it's just another match, but this sounds awesome. So then on top of this, Rollins said, I get to also make your opponent tonight, and it's going to be Randy Orton, the cold-blooded Viper. So we go on. Rollins and Ziggler backstage, and we get a little back and forth. Well, Rollins just says, I think I'll have the authority to book myself in a bad match against you tonight. So we end up with a match later on with the two. Sin Cara versus Damien Sandow, aka Border Patrol. And with the shit in the news, I guess I see why. Damien Sandow, another loss after the Swanton from Sin Cara. But Damien Sandow did come out looking strong in the beginning. Sin Cara does pick up the victory, and actually for a short match, a decent match. So I'll give him that. The gimmicks thing hopefully dies soon. And then, Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins just comes out on fire, controlling this whole thing, just fucking running it. Finally, Dolph Ziggler gets a little offense in. He nails a killer DDT, and then the famouser. But Seth Rollins kicks out, and Ziggler goes for this dive, nails his shoulder, bounces outside of the ring. He just does some crazy spots where he makes the other guy look like he destroyed him. So good for Dolph Ziggler. He just does it that good. And, Rollins ends up nailing the curb stomp after this. He took advantage of the injury, and he picks up the victory here. Then we have Randy Orton backstage, and he claims to be the sadistic one, not Dean Ambrose, and he's going to get crazy. And they're both, basically around the same, mentality level of go all out. So pretty cool, liked it. Then you have Paige versus Natalya, and well, in the beginning here, Natalya locks in the sharpshooter within just freaking 30 seconds, but Paige quickly gets to the bottom rope and she locks in her Paige tap out, and that's it. She taps out. Natty's done. And then we have Rusev versus Big E in a just a few months ago. This was a big deal. This was a very quick match. Camel clutch done. Jericho backstage cuts a promo on Bray Wyatt, and he is coming for him. You want to get crazy? Let's get crazy. So he's trying to get in the head of Bray Wyatt, but Bray Wyatt, I think, does a better job of it with Chris Jericho. And Bray Wyatt, this is great shit. Awesome feud. I like it. It works. So, moving on to Dean Ambrose versus Randy Orton, and this was a very good match. I would like to see more later on. Dean Ambrose is running it, really. And Randy Orton selling really good. I like this stuff. This is really good. And then, well, you end up getting Randy Orton finally getting some offense. It gets really aggressive. And then you get a little interruption, distraction from Seth Rollins, but Dean Ambrose meets him with a punch to the fucking head and knocks him down. Randy Orton goes for the RKO. Nope. Turns into the Dirty Deeds, and we go for 1-2. Rollins pulls out Dean Ambrose. We get a DQ. Son of a bitch. Awesome match. Would have been an awesome ending, but hey, down the road, who knows? So that was really good shit. And then the beatdown continues on Dean Ambrose. We get an RKO. We get a curb stomp. Oh. Well, that's how we end the show, folks. SmackDown, okay. Lots of rewinds, the usual. Lots of commercials, the usual. Not many people on the show. Wow. They need to turn up SmackDown. They need to turn it up probably another 10 notches. Get it a little better. That's all I'm saying. But fun. I had a good time watching the show. And what happens with Mark Henry and Big Show? JBL threw it out there. Maybe they'll go after the Usos. Comment below. Do you think next tag team champs again? And then if they do, and then when will they feud again? It'll happen. I bet ya. Then Dean Ambrose, Randy Orton. Worth watching SmackDown just for that. It was awesome. And same thing with Ziggler and Rollins. I really dug that shit. Comment below. What was your guys' match of the night? Mine was Dean Ambrose, Randy Orton. The main event typically, usually is the best match, but a close second. Dolph Ziggler, Seth Rollins, really, really good stuff. Comment below, let me know. Hit the thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter at Rob Kimball Brand. Go to sonsofwrestling.com. Link is in the description. And check out all the cool t-shirts, $19, no tax. And right now there's 20% off your order. So, it was fun time. Catch you guys later. Peace.